Well, afternoon. How are we all getting on out in YouTube land? I'm just out and about today in the camper van, and I'm going to be doing a bit of a coastal walk. I've got a little bivy with me. In fact, it's not just any old little bivy. It's the Terra Nova. Where are we? Terra Nova Jupiter. Now this bivy bag is the Gore-Tex version. This is the one that's been discontinued. One of the very first ones they made. I'm not sure if it's the first or the second version or not, but I know that it's the Gore-Tex version. It weighs in at 1.1 kilo, which I think is about 30 ounce, if I'm not mistaken. It's very, very waterproof, this little tiny shelter. It's a single pole hoop bivy, and the hydrostatic head is I think it's about 20,000 hydrostatic head, because it's Gore-Tex. And I mean, these are quite highly rated as far as I know, from what I've seen, what I've read on the net. And I've had this quite a while, and it's absolute brilliant bit of kit. It really is. It's on par with the Rab Ridge Raider, which is another single hoop bivy, and basically the hoop on the Ridge Raider is a lot bigger than this one. This is more of a low profile bivy bag. It isn't easy to get in and out of. You go in through the front end, and it's got some unique features. It's got like a bug mesh on the outer, and a solid on the inner, so you can when you're in it, you can open the first vent to vent, and you can drop that down a little bit and you'll get some air coming through the bug mesh, and so it's not too bad. If it was really hot or whatever reason you wanted to, you could take the solid bit down and just leave the bug mesh, and that's cool too. But it's such a cool bit of kit. I really do look after this one, because I don't know if you can get them anymore, to be honest. I know there's a Terra Nova Jupiter Light version, which was bought out after. I think these were discontinued in 2000 or somewhere like that, or 2002. I can't remember for sure when Terra Nova actually discontinued them. If anyone knows in the comments, drop them down in the comments below. That'd be interesting. But yeah, this is like I say, this is the discontinued version, and it's an absolutely brilliant bit of kit, and there's no way I'm ever letting it go, that's for sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna see how the wind is. Forecast is quite overcast. It's about 10 degrees overcast, and I think the wind speeds are predicted to be 30 plus mile an hour. Mind you, this is June as well, so it's a bit of a strange weather day today. But I do have an anemometer with me as well, which when we actually go on the walk, I shall try and get a better reading of the wind speed, because it is quite a bit blowy, so that'll be interesting to see how we're doing on the actual coast. I'm going to go walk along a lovely beach, and on a clear day, the sea is absolutely gorgeous. It's got the turquoisey blue waters and the dark patches as well, and you could be anywhere. I mean, when the sun shines, it could be Barbados. It's that nice and that clear. It is absolutely beautiful. But today it's a bit overcast, so we may not catch that in the film. We do get a lot of seals here as well, and also there are occasional orca spottings that come up and down the coastline, and also there are otters, Lots and lots of birds as well. There's curlews and all sorts, owls, short-eared owls. There's many. We even get these giant ravens, which are quite cool as well. And they're the bigger version. You know, they're really quite big. You know, we've spotted one on the apex of someone's house, and it was quite big. So I was quite impressed with the size. You know, there are some eagles that do fly around as well. So that's quite a good one. If that ever happened, I have seen a golden eagle in Glencoe once. That was really good. That was. I was sort of in this kind of small. It was like a tiny forest. It wasn't very high, the trees, and I was just walking through there, and all of a sudden I heard the noise. It made a noise, the eagle. So I just looked up and I saw it, and I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. It was so majestic. It was unbelievable. So that was quite cool. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots to see. Oyster catchers as well. We get up here. There's siskins. There's lots of sparrows, obviously, and there's lots of starlings, and you know, and there are a lot of species. Yeah, what we'll do is I'll just finish my coffee. I've just made a hazelnut cappuccino, and I'm going to drink that, and then I'm going to take a walk along this beach and try and put the Terra Nova Jupiter up and maybe sit there and have a beer. I've got a cool box with a couple of nice beers, so I'll get those out. We'll have a drink and another chat, and see what we can see, I guess. This is just off the cuff. I just thought I'd do a bit of a video and see how it goes. Really, just put something out there for everyone. Hope everyone's well and enjoying their day. So I'll bring you back soon. Well, it's just started raining. There's only one thing for it. Got a cool box here. There's something in there. Oh, that's cold. Nice. Brewdog Elvis juice. Nice. I like this one a lot. This is one of my favourites, this one. It is, what does it say? 6.5%. So it's got a bit of a kick to it, which is good. And it's not like special brew strength, which I think, if I remember back in the day, was something like 8% or whatever. But I know it was, some people had go for that one, but I kind of, it was just a bit too much for me, that strength. But this one's okay. It's got a citrusy taste, like a grapefruity taste to this one, and when you pour it, it looks like Irn-Bru. But it is Scottish beer, so I can endorse this one. It's a really good beer if you like your sort of crafty ales, you know. And it's kind of a nice strong one, but it doesn't taste too strong. When the first few sips, you got to get used to it, but once you've kind of had a few and you've let it go down and you've got the taste, that's when you start really enjoying it. It is cold at the moment, so I won't be drinking it too quick, because I'll probably get brain freeze, like when you eat an ice cream too quick and your head goes like that. So I should just take my time, because it started a bit of rain coming. So I was gonna go for a little walk down the beach. I'll just hold off until it eases off, and see if we can get down there, or if not, we'll just stay in the camper van. But time for a brew dog anyway. Cheers everyone. Slange. was never a barman. I just pour it in, let the head bubble up a bit, and just hold fire for a minute or two, and let it settle down a bit. But you can see at the bottom there, it's gone a bit orangey. Big head I am, big head. Look at that. It's a lovely colour. So yeah, it's a really good ale from Brewdog, this one. I do have another one as well in the box, so I've got 2 beers. And I've got a little bottle of something special as well from Speyside. So I've got Speyside Single Malt with me, and we'll have a go at that afterwards, a bit later maybe. So yeah, for all you beer lovers, it's time. Yeah, we'll get it in there eventually. Let's have another look in the light. There you go, it's starting to take shape a bit. If I'd have pulled it properly, I'd have got it in there by now, but I do like it like this. I just like it to do its thing and settle down and then slowly start sipping away at it. But it is one that you can really enjoy nice and steadily. You don't have to just, you know, like you can with some. I do like a Guinness, but I do like a Murphy's as well, I must admit. And I mean, I can drink those quite quickly because there's hardly any gas in them. Stouts, you know, they go down really easy. I tend to drink them more in the winter months. But, you know, we're in June, and I'm on the craft beers at the moment. So you would think it was June, though. The weather, it is, it's kind of, it's blown in. So anyway, you know, I've got me storm shelter with me because I do know that the Jupiter will, you know, if there was a thunderstorm and you were in that, even without a top, you wouldn't get wet. There's no way, because the hydrostatic head on it is so good. So, you know, you could be confident that if you got quite a heavy rain shower dumped on you and that, you'd be all right. So yeah, I never worry about it. I just get in it if I have to and hunker down, you know. So it's good with a tarp, but I haven't bought a tarp because basically I thought the wind was a bit too much, and when it gets blowy, I don't like having a tarp up because they're hard to sort of get taut and stuff. So especially on the coast a bit. So, but if it was less windy, I may have thought about it if I could have got one sorted. But anyway, enough of the talking. Let's get on with the drinking, as they say in Benidorm. Not really, but you know. Anyway, cheers everyone. Down the hatch. Wow. That's good stuff. I'll bring you back in a bit. All that kind of stuff. He just, you know. We're recording again, and I didn't even turn it on. For some reason, it's automatically started recording again, this phone. So, here we go then. Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to another YouTuber. He's just more of a stealth camper, but he does other stuff as well. He's from Sunderland, and he's the one and only Blot Outdoors. This guy, he is so funny. He really is. He's got a little sidekick called Little Mick, the dorsal fin they call him, and when them two get on film, they'll make you laugh. They're hilarious. They wear wigs and they don't care about what they do. They're not serious campers. They just do it because they love doing it, and they do it for the fun. And yeah, I really enjoy watching his videos. So just a bit of a shout out there to our man in Sunderland. Blot Outdoors, absolute brilliant entertainer, and Little Mick as well. And there's the two Chris's. So cheers guys. If you ever get any of you get to see this video, then yeah, there's a shout out for you. Your videos are brilliant, so keep them coming, lads. Still windy, still hear the pitter patter of rain on the roof of the van. So there's only one thing for it, I think, at the moment. I think it might be brewdog time again. Yeah, we'll see. Bring you back. Mint arrow. Wow. It's the new bigger ones. They're huge, these arrows now. Great. Come on, where are you? Well, persistent rain in the camper van can only mean one thing. Hazy Jane. This one is, let me see. I think this one's 5%, this one. Not as strong as the Elvis juice, which I really like. It's fastly becoming my favourite beer at the moment, the Elvis juice. But Hazy Jane, not too bad. Let's crack it open, see what we get. Like I say, I was never a barman, but I normally do that with Guinness. And well, the ones with the widget in, I never pour them slow, just chuck them in, and it always fills the glass. And it's good because you can watch it do its thing and until it settles and all that, and it just yeah, it's good. I do love stout, like I said earlier on. Murphy's is quite a nice one. So similar colour to the old Elvis juice, but this one's not as strong. Like I say, this is a 5% one. But these brewdog beers are absolutely excellent. That's all I can say. Really good. Whoops. Scottish beer at its best. Hazy Jane. There she is. So yeah. I'm just sort of waiting it out a little bit and hoping that the weather does improve just a little bit, so I can I'll be absolutely sloshed by the time I get down there, the way I'm going, if I carry on, all the fun of the fair, as they say, so what's been going on then? Well, there's been I've had to repair some of my tents. Been doing some maintenance on them. So yeah, I had a tent that ripped on the vent, and I've been trying to sort that out. So I've actually done it now, and I've put some tape on it for now, some special tape, and basically I'm kind of letting that do its thing, and I'll put it on both sides of the fence so that it's hopefully it'll properly seal it. So yeah, tenacious tape I used, and luckily it's like I say, luckily it's on the outside vent, so really it's not a problem. But that's on my Vango Trivan 300, and that one is it's a really good tent actually. I do like it. It's huge inside, absolutely massive. You can sit up in it, and it's just fantastic. There's I think there's 5 crossover points, so technically it could be geodesic, I guess. So it is an absolute bomb-proof shelter. It hardly moves at all. The frame, it's fantastic, and the ventilation is probably one of the best I've seen on any tent. Actually, it is absolutely phenomenal. It's got 2 vents at the top, and then at the ends you can drop the ends down as well. You can either drop them open fully or bug mesh them up, or bug mesh and fully closed. And then you've got doors either side, 2 big vestibules. It's a really good tent, named after a Welsh mountain. Good. At some point, you know, I will get around to getting it out and, you know, having a look at it. I may do that in the garden. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, there's other ones I've got as well. So I've no doubt that they'll be coming out at some point. I've got a Torridon. I think my Torridon's a 300. I'm not sure, but it's massive as well. Torridon's an exoskeleton one, so it's an interesting pulse system on there, let's say. Yeah. But there's a few videos out there. Andrew Park's done one, and there's a guy who does astronomy as well. I can't remember his name, but he's got one as well. Donovan Senior's got one. Mick Outdoors has got one. There's a few people got them, but yeah, I mean, I got mine for peanuts as well. I mean, I don't know, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't a lot. And everything on it's fantastic, really. You know, it's made for the Scottish weather, and yeah, it's good. It's got good guys on it, and you know, good materials, and it's got a couple of triangular windows in it and that. So another good tent. I've also got the Vardy Terrahogan 2P at some point. That's going to come out with me. I haven't used that one for ages. I really like that tent. That's a good one as well. That's a German make, Vardy. Not sure if they make those anymore either, but they're you know, it's a good one. Interesting design as well. So that's one to look out for. Adam's done a camping on one of those, yeah, and he really likes his. I don't know if he sold it yet. He was on about it, but whether he has, I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm not really intending on selling mine because I really like that tent. It's a cracking little tent. They say it's a 3-season tent, but it's really good little tent, that, and it you know, the actual tent itself goes right down to the ground, so it could be a 4-season tent in my eyes. And you know, there isn't no vents on it as such, but you can open the top 2 zips, and the top bit drops down, and you know, the airflow can come in, and if you've got the top of your inner door, you know, zipped down as well, then it's just, you can get a bit of airflow in there, and it's not too bad. And you know, at the end of the day, I mean, I never really bother about condensation. Yeah, you get it in all tents and all that, but just take a microfiber cloth with you and you know, soak it up. It's not difficult, you know, as long as you make sure your tent's fully waterproof before you actually take it out. You do a rain test or whatever, just to make sure it doesn't leak, and if it does, you've got to seam seal it, or you know, you've got to spray it or whatever. But you know, obviously, if you get a good tent and it doesn't link, then you're in business. So most tents get condensation. It's very hard for that not to happen. But you know, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends, you know. So you know, I just don't want tents that actually let in water. They're the ones that I try and avoid. So, but my Sulu, I mean, I've got a Hilleberg Sulu as well, and I don't know. People say it's a condensation magnet, you know, and I've never really had problems with mine. I've always vented it, and you know, it's never really given me any problems as such. You know, I don't know. I've just been lucky, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there will come a time when I take it out and I will get quite a bit, and then I'll think, okay, that was where I went wrong or whatever. But you never know till you try. So that's the way I look at it anyway. So yeah, lots of new gear actually to go through at some point when you know, when summer finally arrives here in the UK, in Scotland, then yeah, there'll be more videos. But you know, as it sort of is at the moment, I'm in a camper van and it's pretty windy. It's early June and it's raining, so yeah, I'm not really that enthusiastic about going out there and freezing myself. I was going to say something about now, not freezing me whatsits, alright, but yeah, I just wondering what I saw out the window. Nothing exciting. Yeah, I mean, I've only got I got a British Army smock with me, and they are not really fully waterproof. They're sort of windproof and a little bit rainproof, let's say, but they're not. You know, I should have really brought my rab with me, but it's a bit too warm, I think, for my rab. Last time I really had that out in anger was when I was in Norway and it was -8, and I was on a frozen lake, and wow, that was wind chill united. That was absolutely, you know, it was -8, the wind temperature, and I was on this lake and I was walking across, and it took me about an hour and a half to get across it, and it was surreal, really, walking over a frozen lake, and there was all the pine trees up, and there was this like blizzard going on, and it was really, really windy and freezing, and you know, and it felt like -30 or something, and I got my rab done up to the hilt, and I just got my face showing, and it was freezing, absolutely. My face was cold, but the rest of me, I had a t-shirt on underneath, and it was like wearing a radiator on me. It was so warm. This Gust, I've got a Gust rab. I can't remember the make of it, but at some point I'll try and figure it out and let you know. But it's the absolute, it's a good one. It really is a good one. And once you sort of put that on and tie the ends of the arms up, you know, keep the warmth in, and do it all up and pull all the, you know, the cords and that to tighten up your hood and everything, it does enough keep the warmth in. So good jacket, that one. So it's not really, you know, the time of the year for that one. You can get overheated in it. It's so warm. But that's your insulation. Anyway, I'm waffling on. So yeah, Hazy Jane. Here we go. We've got the hiccups. Nice, not bad. Yeah, good. Absolutely brilliant. Like it. Yeah, they're both really good. They're hard to separate. Yeah, it's a lighter citrusy crafty ale, that one. And the Elvis juice is more of a stronger version of it. So yeah, they're both passable, plausible drinking beers for when you're out camping, or in your camper van, or when you're out and about and doing all your stuff, you know. So oh, there we go. black-headed gulls now. I'm seeing quite a few birds about, but you know, I haven't really been out much. So I didn't think it was going to rain as hard as this. I must admit, I came out with it and I looked at the weather forecast, and it was saying like it was going to be like kind of really light rain, like even, you know, kind of drizzly a little bit. But the raindrops are quite big, you know, when you look out of the window. But here in Scotland, you know, any time of the year, you know, you come up to March, April, May, June, the weather can change just so quickly, you know, within an hour or so, or even an hour and a half or whatever. You can have every season, you know. You can have like, you know, it can be sunny one minute, and then it can be like the wind picks up, and then it starts raining, and then it starts hailing, then it starts snowing, and then it stops, and you've got all the amazing clouds and everything, and then the wind picks up again, and you know, it just, you can never get it right sometimes. You know, you try and guess the weather here is never an easy one, especially where I am at the minute. So and I'm right out there basically, so yeah, that's it then. So I guess if the, you know, I was planning on doing this Terra Nova bivy walk on the beach, but you know, I'm kind of seems like I'm in the van having a few brew dogs instead of at the minute. But it, like I say, if it does change, then I shall get out there and accomplish my mission. But if I don't actually do it today, I shall have to abandon it, and then I'll have to come back and maybe wait for a sunnier day. You know, I'd rather do it when the sun's on the sea and that, because at the end of the day, the footage will be so much better. But it's all weather dependent when you're out and about. The great outdoors, that's what it's like. Some people might say, you know, just get out there and do it. You know, like you see like people going up onto the you know, the Munros and in all weathers and that, and they do that. But you know, I can't do that now at my age. I'm kind of not very fit, let's say, not as fit as I was. So walking up those kind of Munros and stuff like that, I kind of think, oh, not really, because you know, with a big backpack on your back, you can be sort of, you know, it gets to you, and you have to, well, me, especially me, I'm not very fit, like I say. I'd have to stop quite a few times, you know, and I used to, you know, 5 years ago, I'd try and climb some you know, Munros or in the Peak District or in the lakes or wherever, and I'd be stopping all the time, you know. But I can do it, but it's just slow going. As you get older, you get slower, and I've got asthma as well, so I have to be careful, you know. So if I start sort of hyperventilating or whatever, I have to stop and chill out for a little while and get my breath back, and then I'm off again. But I'm still to get determined to accomplish my missions whenever I can, you know. I've always liked being outdoors, and you know, I try not to let things stop me, but sometimes, you know, I have to sort of, you know, put my hands up and say, you know, I can't do this today or whatever. So, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's the way it is sometimes, I guess. So, anyway, I hope you're all right. If you're still here, well, I haven't bored you to death at the moment, then thanks for continuing to watch, because at the end of the day, without you guys, you know, out there, then, you know, what's it all about, really? But at the end of the day, I'm only into this so that, you know, because I really enjoy being outdoors, and I love doing what I do, and that's about it, you know. So you just got to get out there. You got to do it. You got to, you know, create adventures of your own and enjoy what you can and all that kind of thing. And you know, if my advice to anyone who's just starting out while camping or whatever, is just go for it. Just really go for it and enjoy yourself. But always remember one thing you must do, and that is leave no trace of where you've been. You know, make sure you take all your litter with you, and you know, don't do any damage or anything. Just chill out and, you know, enjoy it, so that we can all continue to enjoy the great outdoors, because that's what it's really all about. So anyway, I'm gonna shoot off for a Jimmy riddle, and I shall bring you back in a wee while. Well, there's been no let up on the weather at all. It's still really overcast, still really windy, and I think the rain's eased off a bit, so I may abandon ship on this. I really wanted to film this with some sunshine, you know, some blue sky, if any, you know, was to appear today, and it hasn't at all. It's just hasn't materialised, so that's put paid to my my plans. So I think I'm going to just have to do a part 1 and part 2 on this then. So this will be part 1, basically having a few drinks in the camper van and just having a chin wag and that sort of thing, you know. But I will be doing the follow-up to this, which would be the original video, which was where I would do this coastal walk and put this bivy bag up, and yeah, I was going to have a few more beers and do some cooking as well, and just sit there and just take it all in. It would have been really nice, but c'est la vie, so they say in Germany or France or anywhere like that. Right, so what we're going to do now then is we're going to have a look at this. This is a single malt whiskey. This is I don't know if you can see the label. It's called Tamnavulin, and it's a Speyside single malt whiskey, a single malt double cask. Ooh, and it's it's matured in a sherry casks. So yeah, it's this should be interesting to try in the van. I've emptied the rest of the bottle into my hip flask, so I want to always have an emergency stash of single malt for you know, such times as when needed. So that's been taken out of the bottle, so you know, and this is more or less what's left. So, but I do like my single malts, I must admit. I do like the peaty ones. I think the one I like most, maybe, or maybe not. It's a tricky one, really, but I do like the Ardbegs. I think they are really good. And Lafroigs, I really rate those. They're an acquired taste. It's not to everyone's taste, the peaty whiskies, and some people think they taste like medicine or whatever, but you know, they're not chemically, it's not chemically anything like that. It's all peaty taste, and you know, smoked peat and all that, and basically if you drink them really slowly you'll get the flavours, and they are really good. So, but it's like I say, it's an acquired taste. It's not everyone's taste. Some people don't really like the peaty taste whiskies, but I actually do. I'm a fan, big fan actually, of peaty whiskey. So you know, the Isle of Islay is the place for me, really. So I do have a little tiny bit of land there as well, but it's not a lot, but that's a joke actually. But really, yeah, the Islay is the place. It's the home of the peat. But this is a Speyside anyway. This is a different one, and I had this for my birthday. So yeah, it's Tamnavulin. Like I say, I don't really know too much about it. So it's a single malt, so you know, I don't really do blends. I don't really get on with the blends so much, but you know, each to their own, as they say. But it's no fruity smell. I don't know what I'm getting there really at the moment, but fruity. It's definitely a fruity aroma. I've got a feeling it's going to be quite a kick to this one. So let's have a taste and see what we. Nice and steady as she goes. Slange. Ooh. That's quite nice actually. Yeah, I like that. Not too bad. Different to the norms I like, but yeah, good. I've had another one recently called Singleton, which is was an interesting one, and there's another one which was really good that's called the Six Isles, and that is it's kind of 6 different single malts all mixed together, and it's pretty knockout actually, and it was a bottle that was in a showcased in a tin. So it was given to me on my birthday last year actually. In the bar owner, he kindly helped me finish it off, and towards the end there was 2 or 3 inches left, and he let me have it, and wow, that was just like wow, that was a good one. That was really good, smooth, and you know, it was a really nice one. So if I ever get a chance, I will take a photo of the bottle and the case, and I'll add it at some point, and then you'll be able to see which one it was. But that was a really good one. I've had Bowmore as well, which was quite nice. Another slightly peaty one from Islay, not too bad. But yeah, Speyside. The Speyside, which is Tamnavulin, and that's today's single malt one from, I'm not sure where it is actually from. I don't know if there's a place called Tamnavulin or what, but yeah, it's a good one, and yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. It's sort of there's a bit of caramel there on the way down, which was well, maybe it's me, but and I have had a couple of brew dogs, so who knows whether my taste buds are doing the rounds or not, but it felt like a bit of toffee caramelly sort of on the way down. Second dram is kind of a bit different to the first, as they say, and you know, once you start sipping away at single malts, you do tend to get different flavours as your palate adjusts to the taste of it, if you know what I mean. It's not easy to explain, but that's the way it is. And yeah, a decent drop, this one. So yeah, it's got to be you know, an easily 8 out of 10 for me. It's a drinkable whiskey, and like I say, it was my birthday present, and that person knows who they are, and I'd just like to say thank you very much for it. So much for my idea of getting out there and doing it. But you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of, it's one of those days. You know, you know, I just didn't anticipate it to be like this. So you know, I haven't really got my waterproofs as such. I wanted to try and go light on this one because you know, I'm trying to get the weights down a little bit. Certain things, you know, it's otherwise, you know, when you go camping sometimes, especially when you're a YouTuber, you tend to always seem to take much more than you think you're gonna. You know, you always think, oh, I'm going minimalistic and I'm going to take a really lightweight bag, but in the end, because of all the gear you've got to have with you, you always end up taking more, and then your weight suddenly starts going up. So it's the way it is, I guess. It's just the way it is. So you know, I do try. I've got some lightweight shelters, and there again I've got some heavy boys as well. I mean, like, I've got the Dutch Army tent as well, which is like 6 kilos or something. But what a brilliant bit of kit that is. That's a canvas tent, and I really like it. But to carry it, you know, somewhere is just, it's a no-no. It really is. It just weighs so much, you know. Here comes the rain again. It's absolutely chucking it down. If you can hear it on the recording, but it's I don't mind the sound of the rain, funny enough. I don't mind it on canvas, seal nylon, or in the van or anywhere. It's kind of relaxing, so it doesn't bother me like that. But to go out there, and I wanted to do some filming with just a bivvy, I think I'm going to have to do a part 2 on this one, and just have to be content with the footage I've shot today, and you know, and in the end, it's not been a bad day, to be honest. Cheers. Slange. And on the third taste, even different again, and that went down really smooth. Yeah, really good. Definitely an 8. So Tamnavulin, yeah, it's a budget single malt as well. The good thing, you know, with the Tamna is I do know that you know, some of the more, I mean, like the whiskies I normally like the Ardbegs and all that, they can be £50 a bottle. I don't know what that is in euros or dollars, I'm sorry about that. But they can be £50 in a bottle. So you know, Lafroigs can be 30s to 40s and so on, you know. But this particular one, you can get it in Tesco's with a club card. I think you pay 22. So you know, for a single malt, for that kind of price, it's really decent. It's a really decent little number, that. So yeah, I just put it out there. If anybody likes to, you know, try these single malts, then that's just a bit of a tip for you, and that's it really. But yeah, good one. At some point I will try and do some more, you know. It's why not, as they say. Oh, amazing. Nice. Yeah. Anyway, more waffling done. So I'm slowly getting sloshed here in the day. So I may go and have a lie down for an hour or so. I don't know at the moment. I've sort of a few beers and a few whiskies, and I'm a bit like, well, hey, you know. So but yeah, like I say, this is probably going to be a part 1, and you know, I'm going to have to do a part 2 and come to the same place again, and actually do that continue the mission. That's what I'm after. Continue the mission as a part 2, and yeah, under better weather circumstances. Let's say you know, if I can get it where the sun's shining, I'll be more happier, and it's something else to look forward to for me as well. And you know, hopefully you guys will tune into that one as well. You know, and like I say, thanks for watching so far. If you're still here, then I really do appreciate you tuning in and you know, listen to me talking a load of crap as you do, but there you go. So you know, thanks guys for watching. What can I say? I feel like I've kind of bailed on this one, which I don't normally like doing, but under the circumstances, I kind of, it wasn't what I really planned. So, you know, watch out for the part 2 of this video, and what can I say but stay tuned. And you know, this is Lavu Wild Camper out. YouTube, hello out there, how you doing? All right, back again in the van. Well, there's a bit of a story that well, the last time I tried to do this beach bivy, well, I don't know, you probably remember what happened watching the earlier footage, right? But yeah, I kind of ended up not doing it that day because it absolutely threw it down with rain. So I kind of decided not to do it, and I'd had a few as well, so you know, I sort of thought, oh no, I'll have to postpone this. So that's what I did. I postponed it, and I'm back again. So fingers crossed. It's a bit windy today. I think I've said that before in my videos. A bit windy. Yes, it is a bit windy. I've got the anemometer, and I'll do a wind check once I get out there. Hopefully, at least maybe I can go for a walk. If we can put the bivvy up quickly, we'll have a go. We'll have to see which way the wind's actually blowing on the beach and that. But it's looking like when I'm walking up the beach it could be blowing directly into my face, so yeah, we'll see. So but yeah, here we go, take 2 on this. It's coffee time. Hope you're all well out there. Time for some wake up juice. Fresh Italian coffee. Let's just get a spoon. There we go, got a spoon there. So yeah, how you all been doing then? This weather's weird and it's supposed to be like summer, but it's not really happening this month at all. It's kind of, you know, it's very strange, the weather up here anyway. It's kind of been a mixture of everything really. Been a lot of rain this last week, bit of wind, hardly any sunshine. So I was looking at the weather forecast and saw today there might be some breaks in the cloud where we can get out and go for a walk up the beach, because it is worth it when the sun's out. It's really nice, you know. Let's just get some coffee, mate, you know. I very rarely use fresh milk. I just find it that this is a lot easier to deal with, you know, coffee, mate. You might just eat up to each individual whether they like it or not, but I prefer coffee, mate. I do have a chiller in the van. Yeah. A little fridge. I forgot the make of it. It's a really good one as well. Really good one. So anyway, cheers. Lovely. Nice strong coffee just to get the brain working a bit. So yeah, what we'll do then is we'll have this coffee and then hopefully we shall get ourselves together and walk along the beach and see what's going on. You can see all sorts by doing these coastal walks here. Yeah, so oh, here we go, a bit of sunshine, which is good. So yeah, it's good. Hope you've all had a good week. So like I say, I've just been trying to do bits and bobs really, nothing exciting. Like, you know, it's like I say, it's been raining a lot, and I mean raining. It's been heavy showers every now and then. There's been these big black clouds that have come over and just absolutely bucketed it down. Which, you know, when you're trying to do videos and go outdoors is not ideal really. But yeah, news coming up is there's going to be an overnighter soonish, I would say. Yeah, got to wait for a few deliveries to happen. I've got to get some things first, which I've ordered. And once they've arrived in the not too distant future, maybe after the weekend next week, yeah, I guess, then we'll see. Pick a day when it's a decent day for filming, then I'll try and find a nice wee spot somewhere and yeah, do a camp somewhere, and you never know, hopefully we might see something. It's possible. There are otters about, and there are killer whales and seals and all sorts to see. And the birds are just, if anyone's into birds, then there's quite a lot of birds about. So yeah, I haven't seen much in the way. Just saw a big raven earlier. Huge thing. That was quite good. There's lots of little tiny birds about, but I haven't really been on the beach yet. I've just done a little bit of bit of footage, and the sea looks absolutely gorgeous today, so you'll see it very soon anyway. So what I'll do then is I'll just stop rabbiting, and I shall drink my coffee, and as soon as I've done my coffee I'll take you out there, and we'll be fingers crossed, we'll be able to get some decent footage. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for staying with us so far. See you in a bit. The wind 16 to 20 mile an hour, so it's quite blowy, but isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Tide's welling, less beach to be had, but hey, it's sand, so it's nice. Sand dunes up there, the colour of the water looks great. She's up. Took some doing in this wind, but she's up. So I'm just going to sit on the side of the sand dune now, and we'll go from there. Relaxing sounds of the sea. Well, that took some doing, getting the bivy up and on the side of the sand dune, then climbing up and getting sort of the sit ped down. I can have a bit of a breather now, so, but yeah, well worth it. I couldn't film the hiking, sorry about that, along the beach, because it was really just too windy. So I've just sort of got here and done it now, but better late than never, as they say. But yeah, well worth it. There's no one about, which is even better. You see for miles and miles. It's a full mar. That was a really smallish seagull. Not much more to report at the moment, but I'm just going to sit and chill for a while, and then I might make something to eat. So bring you back in a bit. Yeah, I'm using the Fire Maple Mars Radiant stove, very windproof, so perfect for today. Just gonna have a boil in the bag meal, army ration pack, chicken curry, potatoes and rice. That didn't take long to boil that. Litre of water in about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, something like that. In the wind as well, really fast. So it's never let me down, this stove. Quite like it. It's kicking off some steam now. Give that a little while, warm it up, and we'll be good to go. Ooh. Waves are getting big now, some of them. I thought I saw something surface on the ocean just, but it was a seagull, I think. It had dived into the sea, and I think it was trying to catch something. So false alarm there. Just another day in Scotland. Something about the beach makes you really relaxed. Listen to the waves crashing on the beach. Yeah, it's nice. Same sort of therapy as when it's raining and it's hitting the tent or something like that. Hey, sun's coming out again. So at last I managed to do this. I had to do it in 2 parts really. I was going to put 2 videos out, and I thought, oh, I'll just hold on and just sort of explain what's happened and then add the two together and we'll go from there. It's kind of worked out in the end. It's the way it is sometimes. Some birds singing in the background. Yeah, nice day. Sun's out, the birds are singing, the waves are crashing against the beach. What's not to like about it? No people. Wow, Hawaii 5-0 over there. Some waves coming in quite far out and the wind's blowing the waves back. And I don't know if you ever saw Hawaii 5-0, but that was the sort of thing that it reminded me of. Absolutely brilliant that was. I don't know if the video will have captured it, but it's a bit far out for it, but we'll see. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. Stove's doing well. Boiling like a trooper on the sand dune by the sea. I've had this one before. It's really good, this Army Rat Pack. Not bad. Like I said in the van earlier, I've got some deliveries coming off. I've got some more Wayfarers on the way. So I'd run out and I couldn't think of a better way to do an overnight with a couple of Wayfarers. For me anyway. It's nice and easy. I don't want to carry too much either, so that's the reason why. It's a bit lazy, yeah. I do like cooking, you know, quite a bit. You know, a glass of wine and do a bit of cooking's all right, but you know, when you're trying to go as light as possible, then having to take all food with you and you know all the rest of it is never easy. It just adds more weight, you know. So that might do it. Actually, I'm getting hungry, so yeah. She's still boiling away. Let's turn that off for a minute. Lid's a bit warm, but always seems to withstand the heat. There we go. Where's my spoon gone? Sure I bought it with me. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Let's go caveman style otherwise. Sure I bought it. Well, seems like I've lost my spoon then, so I'll have to just do it caveman style. Squeeze it out the pouch and away we go, job. That's a shame. That's a good titanium spoon, that. Maybe I left it in the van, but oh well. This should be fun. But okay, I guess we'll get there. Yeah, that's alright. bad. What a wally. I ain't lost it, but hey ho. Chicken curry, potatoes and rice. Nice. Improvisation as well. Anyway, bring you back in a bit. If you're still here, thanks for watching. Well, that's me. That's where I was, just on the side of the sand dune there. Leave no trace. I may have left my spoon, but that's if I brought it with me. That was quite a moment, that was. Realising I hadn't got it. So I'm all packed up. And I'm going to head back to the van. So, see you in the van. Look at the colour of that water. Anyway, got back to the van. I had taken my spoon after all, but I must have lost it, or it's somewhere in the rucksack or whatever, but I did take it, but I couldn't find it. But that's cleared that up anyway. So I just thought I'd end the video and say, if you're still here after all this, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.